Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Chef Whitson. Today we're making one of my favorite comfort foods of a baked pork tenderloin dinner. I start with a pack of all-natural pork tenderloins from Smithfield brand in Smithfield, Virginia. And I did not get the camera positioned right for trimming, but I got the fat trimmed off and patted them dry. And the key ingredient here to making the pork tenderloin so delicious is Tony Chachere's Injectable Cajun butter. We use a little vegetable oil on the rubber end of the plunger, and we start injecting. And this stuff is packed full of flavor, packed full of spices, and you want to get as much liquid and seasoning inside that meat as you can. My favorite barbecue sauce for this recipe is Jim Beam Maple Bourbon. It has great flavor, it's delicious on the meat, and I hit it with some French's Dijon mustard. Now it's time to start seasoning. I start off with the Dano's Green Top, that's the original, followed by the Cajun two-step, which is a great Cajun seasoning. My cabinet is full of them, and I will never stop buying them. I put some Italian herbs on there, and the McCormick Spice brand Italian herb is one of my favorite Italian herb blends. I put 2 large tablespoons of minced garlic onto the tenderloins, and then some W sauce. I refuse to pronounce this because I will never pronounce it correctly. And then got all those sauces and spices and seasonings mixed up and evenly coated on the meat. Time to put it in the fridge. This marinade started Monday, so on Saturday we'll pull it out and cook it. I started with 10 red potatoes, got them chopped up into 8 pieces each. And once I got them all cut up into a bowl, I put down some minced garlic, a blend of salt, pepper, paprika, and other seasonings, hit it with some Dano's Chipotle, it's the maroon top, and poured in some olive oil to get those all evenly coated. And then got those onto 2 baking pans, evenly spaced, got everyone on there. We're cooking for 4 people tonight, and if you know me, you know I don't make small portions, so we have lots of potatoes going down. I put both trays in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and this is my favorite way to cook asparagus. I start with the Dano's Green Top, that's the original, some Cajun two-step, and olive oil, get those mixed around in the oil and seasonings, and then coat the top of them generously with Parmesan cheese. This is the best asparagus I have ever made, and it's the only way I make it. I took the pork tenderloin that's been marinating since Monday, and put it into my Gotham Steel copper skillet. It's a great multi-purpose skillet. Poured that marinating juice on top of it, and now time for the sauce. I start with the rest of the bottle of Jim Beam Maple Bourbon, followed by some honey from Waynesboro, Virginia, and a shot of Crown Royal Green Apple. You can pretty much use any whiskey in this. This is just what I had in the cabinet. You want that nice smoky flavor, followed by some more W sauce. And this is now where the night got interesting. I took both trays of the potatoes out to give them a flip and start putting stuff in the oven, and one of my trays, they all stuck to the bottom. The other tray came up perfectly fine, the tray I used to make them last time, but the first tray, they all stuck. So I pulled that tray out, got the asparagus in. I took those potatoes off the old tray, scraped them off, and mashed them up to make a roasted mashed potato, and I just started cooking them down with a half stick of butter. As you can see, our sauce is simmering down nicely, great flavor coming from that. I poured some 2% milk into our roasted mashed potato, got them mashed down a little bit more. They're creamy, they're delicious, and in my opinion, they came out better than the original roasted potatoes did. After everything baked in the oven for another 25 minutes, I temped the pork to 145 degrees internal and pulled it out to rest. I poured some of that juice and marinade into our barbecue sauce, let that simmer down a little bit. The asparagus and potatoes had about 5 minutes left on them, got those finished off. Once everything was done, I put it on the counter. And here's our plate. Baked pork tenderloin, roasted potatoes, roasted mashed potatoes, and my favorite asparagus. Even with our 1 tray of potato mishaps, this came out to be a fantastic meal. Everyone enjoyed it. There was hardly any leftovers, and I will definitely be cooking this again. This has been Chef Whitson. Thank you for watching.